That is why I actually took a moment to pause with my story times with Cerise, because I had to just get back to the feet of Jesus, in all honesty, and just say, Lord, are you giving me this to say, or did I start getting a little too confident and let me just come up with this topic and this will grab people's attention? Just give me the words to say, Lord, because I know you will do the rest. Let me get back at the feet of Jesus and let me remind myself to focus on, to shift my heart posture as to what I can do and focus on how I can continue to point everything I do back to God. Welcome to Storytime with Cerise.
Preview.
And now, let's all welcome your host, Cerise Thomas. Hey guys! Hello! Happy Saturday! Come on in. Get comfortable, take a seat, whatever you're doing right now. Maybe you're driving, maybe you're cleaning, maybe you're sitting, maybe you're at work. Whatever you're doing, I am super excited that you have tuned in to Saturday Storytime with Cerise. I am back with another message, and I'm super excited to share this one because this one hits home a little bit, all right? So hear me out, okay? So I'm going to come straight from the verse. Luke 14:11 says, "For whoever exalts himself will be humbled, and whoever humbles himself will be exalted." And I also want to kind of pair it with the verse where it said from Peter, where it says, "He will elevate you at the right time." So basically what I want to share with you today, and someone needs to hear this. We all need to hear this. Many times we kind of get carried away. God gives us some big dreams, okay? He gives us big dreams. He gives us big visions. And sometimes, these dreams and these visions are so big that we can get a little carried away with why we're doing what we're doing, why he's calling us into this place of vision and dreaming. And it becomes a little bit about us, right? And we begin to focus on how can we shine in this vision and how can we elevate ourselves, and we begin to move in that way, not even realizing it. I'm telling you, the enemy knows how to creep in real low and real easy. So you have to be very cognizant as you're moving on your journey, as you're walking into open doors and you're getting exciting. And then let me tell you something, people praising you for stuff. Oh my gosh, you are so good, girl. Oh my gosh, boy, you are the best. That can get to your head. You know how they say, like, don't gas me up. So I just wanted to share 3 key things with you as God blesses you, as he's calling you into dreaming big and calling you into a new season, a new chapter, new open doors. To remember that, number 1, don't be so quick to elevate yourself. Don't be so quick to look for ways on how you can shine, but look for how God can shine. Begin at his feet. And I think about Mary, Mary and Martha. We hear that story so much, where Martha was just doing all the things to make sure she was prepared and everything was looking beautiful. And she got frustrated because Mary was at Jesus's feet. And I think it's just also, there's so much to that entire scene. But for this specific thing, it reminded me that as God continues to open new doors and share bigger visions and confirmations with you, to remain at his feet, okay? Because that is the only way you will not lose sight of why he's calling you to do what you need to do. Remain at his feet. Look for ways to elevate Jesus, not yourself. Have a heart posture of what can I do that will benefit his people and point them back to Jesus, not a heart posture of how can I make myself look good while I'm doing this? How can I make sure everything I'm setting up is perfect so when people see it, they are impressed. They are loving my presentation. They are looking at this gift that God has given me, number 1, and they are beginning to praise me. It is so easy to get to that place where you have such a big gift from God and you begin to lose sight of why he's giving you that gift and why he's presenting you in a certain way. So think about Mary, stay at his feet, and you'll constantly be able to bring yourself back down and say, okay, first of all, it's not even me that's even operating like that, because if it was just me on my own strength, oh Lord. Okay. So, and that is why I actually took a moment to pause with my story times with Cerise, because I had to just get back to the feet of Jesus, in all honesty, and just say, Lord, are you giving me this to say, or did I start getting a little too confident and let me just come up with this topic and this will grab people's attention? Just give me the words to say, Lord, because I know you will do the rest. Let me get back at the feet of Jesus and let me remind myself to focus on, to shift my heart posture as to what I can do and focus on how I can continue to point everything I do back to God. Number two, just piggybacking off of that, don't always try to get in the spotlight. It is so easy. Like, we are in such a generation and society of pick me. I want to do it. Don't be so fast to want to get yourself in that spotlight versus focusing on how you can be the spotlight for someone else, or you can be the spotlight mainly for Jesus. Everything you do should shine a light back on him. When people see you operating your gift truly and fully, if you're doing it the right way, that means that they will have an encounter with God. If you're doing it the wrong way, they will encounter you and they will begin to look to you for that thing. And eventually you will burn out. One thing I learned quickly is when we rush to the spotlight too soon, we wind up seeing ourselves exposed in ways that we're like, oh man, I wish I didn't jump too fast. So number two, don't always look to be in the spotlight. Look to be the spotlight for God. Shine that light on him. And trust me, he will elevate you in the right time. That's why I'm putting these two verses together, because he talks about, look, humble yourself, stay at that place, stay at my feet, but also trust me, I will elevate you at the right time. Many times he's waiting to elevate you because he knows that you just have not matured to that place of being in that spotlight yet. So he says that for a reason. I will elevate you. I will lift you up at the right time. Number three, don't worry about the people. Many times it's the people that will distract you from being at the feet of Jesus, right? Again, Martha was distracted in all the things that, well, you got to do this. What are you doing down there, Mary? People will be like, what are you doing? You could do so much more. You should be here. Why is this person doing that? You should be doing that. Ooh, be careful with that one, huh? Don't worry about what the people are saying, okay? Because they will get you off. Don't worry about, oh, are they going to, I really should step out like that. Jesus came in on a donkey. Okay, he was not interested. I'm sure people, this is not biblical, but I know if I was there, I would have been like, Jesus, you want to come in on a donkey? How about you come out in a Rolls Royce? Because you would just blow their mind because they don't even know what cars are. Just think about it. You won't have no problem for believers. But that's not what he was looking for. He was not looking to impress anyone. He was not concerned about what people said he should do or how he should. Even when Peter cut off that soldier's ear, he's like, let's go. We finna fight because this is God. And y'all don't even know what y'all are dealing with. But even then he was like, Peter, not the time. Get behind me, Satan. And you got to be able to be, and you've got to be able to say that when people begin to push you to, and you've got to be able to say that when people begin to push you ahead of that time. Get behind me, Satan. Not yet, because people will get in your head. And they do it in an innocent way. They see you, they love you, they want more for you, they've experienced your gift, but people will push you before your time, and you do not want to get out there before your time. So number one, stay at the feet of Jesus. Continue to have a heart posture of what you can do and how you can serve, and not what can I get and how can I make myself shine. Number two, stop trying to run in the spotlight and learn how to be the spotlight for Jesus. And sometimes he is asking you to be a spotlight for someone else, because that is what that season is all about. Because that person has been elevated at that time by God, still ultimately pointing back to God. So it's not just being a spotlight for someone, it's being a spotlight for someone who is in that place for a reason, for a season, to point to God. And number three, don't let the people distract you, because the people will. Don't worry about, oh, well, maybe I should come out. Maybe I should do this. Don't get ahead of what God is saying. Do not get ahead of what God is saying. Some of us get so frustrated because a lot of those next steps that he asks us to do are internal. It's an internal growth. And he asks us to do that. But sometimes we get ahead of ourselves and we push, and then people get in our head and we worry about how we're being perceived, that we're not at this certain level or we're not being presented a certain way. Focus on what God is saying. Don't let people deter you. Jesus rode in on a donkey. He wasn't trying to impress anyone. He was all about his Father's business. And let me be clear as I close. When God elevates you at the right time, he's saying that because it's the right time, the right people, the right position, and the right place. Okay? Because when you get out and you try to elevate yourself before God's time, and you elevate yourself and you reveal the treasures and the gifts that God has given you to the wrong people at the wrong place in the wrong position, that will lead to either embarrassment, burnout, resentment, and all of the things. Because privately, he is taking this time to continue to build and cultivate who he's called you to be for such a time that he's called you. And if you're not there and you push ahead too far, you will find yourself revealing your treasure and your gift to the wrong people. And also your gift in the wrong hands, they will abuse that gift. They will not see it for what it is. And then you're getting all resentful. And he's like, I never told you to do it like that. I didn't say it was time for this. Follow my next step. What am I asking you to do right now? It could be just, I need you to get more consistent in my word. I need you to get more consistent in prayer. I need you to go forgive that person. I need you to fix this mindset. I need you to change that habit. Okay, a lot of things that he's working with us on privately are internal before he elevates us publicly. So I just wanted to encourage someone out there that you may be feeling like, man, I just feel like every time I do this or I present, it's just not taken the right way, or I just feel like it's not hitting, and I know God has given me this gift. I know I have this treasure, and whether it's a position, a promotion, a platform, allow that growth to happen with God first. Allow yourself to be promoted spiritually and be put in a position spiritually and to be put on a platform spiritually first before that manifests in the world, right? So we want to make sure that's happening. Whatever's happening is happening in heaven will happen on earth, but there's an order to that. And some of us get ahead of ourselves and we get frustrated, and then we resent the things and people around us when truthfully we were not supposed to present it, or we were not supposed to move that way. But thank God for a God of grace where we can go back to the throne and we can repent and we can ask for forgiveness and we can go back to his feet and say, you know what, Lord, I don't want it any other way other than the way that you're going to do it. And I know that you're going to do it, but I trust you, because the thing is, our plans, we have plans, but God has the final say. And many times our idea of what that elevation looks like is going to look very different than what we think. We think we know where he's bringing us, and he may give us a glimpse. He may give us some crumbs, and there's a reason why he doesn't show us the whole thing, because we may look at it at that time and we may not be mature enough to say, oh no, I don't want to do that, Lord. Let's come back to the table and talk about this. You know what I'm saying? But there's a reason why he hasn't shown you the whole vision, and there's a reason why he says, I will elevate you at the right time, because he's maturing you so that when you are elevated, you can recognize it and you will not blow it when you get there, that you will not abuse it when you get there, and that you will not reveal whatever it is that God wants to do through you in that time, and that while you're operating in that gift, ultimately you are shining the spotlight back on God. It cannot be about you. We have to stop going into seasons and new chapters and leaving places to go to somewhere else because we're just simply looking for a place that will allow us to shine and not him. We get very caught up in that. How, well, you know what? I'm going to leave this church because they did it and I'm just gonna, and how dare. And so you go to this new church because they don't even know. They don't know you, but you just wait. If you haven't fixed that attitude, if you haven't gotten your heart posture right, you may feel like, oh, see, they received me. This is what I'm talking about. They treat me like I should. Sooner or later, they're really going to see you, girl. Oh boy, whatever it is, they're going to see it. And then what you're going to do, you're going to go to another church. You know what I mean? And that goes for relationships, friendships. Oh, well, he just didn't treat me right. So, or, she just don't understand me. So I'm going to find a new girl, whatever it is. If you don't fix what it is that needs to be fixed there, you can keep trying to change, and you can keep trying to change and keep trying to elevate yourself in other places. But if it's not the right time, it's going to continue to crumble. So trust God. He's got a plan, and it's a plan to prosper you. And you may not know exactly what all that entails, but just stay at his feet. Don't try to get in the spotlight. Shine the spotlight on him and don't worry about impressing the people. He will elevate you at the right time. So stay humble and he will exalt you. If you continue to walk in a place of exaltation of yourself and the things, well, I know who I am and I know what I bring to the table. Now, let me be clear here. He's not saying walk around talking about, oh, No, he wants you to have all the confidence in the world. There's a thin line between having all the confidence and having all the pride, right? And you staying at his feet allows him to check you, right? But he wants you to know, yes, I have called you. You are worthy. You have treasure. You have value. And allow me to mold that and orchestrate that and allow me to present it to the world or to whatever situation you're in at the right time. Stay humble. Say, you know what? Sometimes it means I'm not even going to say nothing. I won't even respond to that. I won't say this. I won't jump in. I won't pick me, because I know that God is saying, I got you. I see you. I will bring your name in rooms that you are not in, on a positive note, and I will bring you before kings and queens, but I will do it at the right time, because I'm not going to present you to anyone and you're not ready, and then you get mad at me because you feel that you failed or you weren't at your best, right? Because sometimes we don't really realize what that next blessing is going to bring. As he levels us up, we have to level up as well. So I hope someone received that. Listen, look, all right, I get it. Like I said, I speak from my own personal journey and my own personal experience. And I'm just happy to share, because I know many of us are on this journey together. And so I pray that you were inspired by this. Trust God. He will elevate you at the right time. He's working behind the scenes, even as we speak. And I'm excited to hear all the praise reports from that. Drop a comment below if you understand what I'm talking about, if you've been there, if you've seen him move at the right time. I've seen him move at the right time in my life. Then I've seen the blessings. I've also seen myself move too fast. And I'm like, oh, okay, let me get back to the feet of Jesus. Okay, because I didn't mean to really, you know what I'm saying? So be blessed, guys. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. I love you guys, and I'll see you next Saturday with another Story Time with Cerise. Bye.